Hey everyone, it's Dee. Wanted to come on and talk about codependency again. So I already did a video about what it is and where it came from or comes from, but today I want to talk about what do we do if we are codependent, because a lot of us are. We've dealt with narcissistic people in our lives, and again, codependents flock to narcissists because narcissists know how to manipulate us. They know how to use our empathy for people and wanting to fix and seeking that validation outside of ourselves. So the first thing, again, know that codependency comes from seeking validation outside of ourselves. We did not get the love that we needed from our parents when we were younger or somebody, and we learn to seek that validation outside of ourselves. So the first thing you can do to overcome codependency is to value yourself. How do we do that? How do we increase our self-worth, our self-love? One thing that I would do is, as a mother, I compare it to my daughter. If I would not accept it for my daughter, I do not accept it for myself. All right, so the next thing you can do is say no. So we talked about people pleasing in the other video. We like to people please because we're seeking that validation. We make somebody else happy, we get validated. Start saying no. Do not overwhelm yourself with things. Value yourself and value your time more than making somebody else happy or needing them to validate you. All right, so start taking things off of your plate. Stop being overwhelmed and stressed out because you're taking too much on because you want the validation from other people. And I'll just put this in there about validation. One of the things that I see a lot of people doing is Facebook, right? Facebook or Instagram, like putting those pictures out there and every 5 minutes looking to see how many people like it. That's also a form of codependency because you're seeking that validation. You want to see people, you want to see if people liked what you put out there. That is a form of codependency as well. So don't be tricked by that. So also with codependency, about stop taking things so personally. When people say things, just let it float off. Like let it kind of like hit you and go away. Like bat it away. All right. Because what other people say, they might be in a bad mood. They might have had a shitty day. Like you never know what somebody else is going through. And if they say something as a codependent, we could take that very like insecurely and like really kind of dwell on it. I remember like even like if I'm in a car and somebody beeps their horn at me or like gives me a middle finger because of something that happened, like I will sit with that for like a whole day or so, even more, or I used to. But now it's like whatever, that they're just having a shitty day or whatever you got to tell yourself. But don't take things that other people do so personally because sometimes it really has nothing to do with you. They have their own demons and their own shadows. And for you to sit there and dwell on something that might not have even had to do with you, it doesn't make sense. And it's not a good use of your energy. Also, main thing that you guys have to do is you have to disconnect from other people's problems. As a codependency, we want to fix, we want to help because that helping gives us the validation, but you have to disconnect from other people's problems. When they come to you, let them vent, but don't try to fix everything. All right, this is one of the ones that I struggle with the most is I want to help people. I want to get them better. I want to make them happy because I want that validation that I did something good. I want that validation that, you know, they thank me, all of that. So definitely stop trying to fix everybody. All right, their problems are their problems and let that be their problems. It's not your responsibility to fix everyone or help everyone. All right. Also, as a codependent, you need to express what you want. There was a lot of times that I said this before in some of my videos, where it's like, you know, I'll go into a client and they'll offer me a drink. And even if I'm thirsty, I'll say no. And it's because I don't want to inconvenience them. I don't want to put anybody out. Or I just don't have it within me to say, yes, this is what I need, or this is what I want. So a way to overcome that codependency is to start expressing what you want. And I make some people that I work with do this even if they don't want it. So if somebody offers you it, take it. All right, just say yes, because then you start to feel a little bit uncomfortable with that, and then you get past it and you move on. So start expressing what you want. When your spouse asks you where you want to go for dinner, say a place. Even if you didn't think, just say a place. This way you say, okay, this is what I want. If anything like that, just express what you want. If you don't want to go out because you're tired, then you say that. You don't have to do what other people want you to do all the time. Okay? Also, keep your mind on you. All right? Keep your eyes on you, keep your mind on you. So don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Only focus on what you're doing and how you feel at the time. Do not worry about what other people are saying, doing, or feeling. All right? Another thing is to take accountability. Take accountability of how you feel. Take accountability of maybe your role in a situation. So if a friendship ends, if a relationship ends, like I know that a lot of codependents are, flock to narcissists, or narcissists flock to codependents, I guess. But if that was a situation that you were in and you've had a relationship end, friendship, romantic, or whatever, take accountability of your part. All right. Being a codependent in a relationship or friendship will lead to I wouldn't say disruption, but it will lead to the downfall, because as a codependent, we seem to be needy, right? Because we want that validation. We're always begging for it. Like, you need to acknowledge me. You need to validate me. And sometimes that's a lot for other people to hear. And if you're always trying to help and always trying to fix, a lot of people don't want help. They just don't. They just don't want it. They just want to vent, and they just want to kind of throw their garbage on you. So take accountability of your codependency in the relationships that have failed, and try to see how it affected the relationship. So going forward, you don't make the same mistakes, or you can grow and learn and not have those issues anymore. And this is the last, but I think it's the most important, okay? Or at least one of the most important, is that you have the right to feel how you feel. Being codependent or not, you still have feelings, and you still have the right to feel that way. A lot of narcissists or other people will say, oh, just get over it. How many times have I heard that? Just get over it. Well, you're telling me to get over it because I didn't do anything to you. You did it to me. So now I'm just supposed to get over what you did to me. Do not let them devalue your feelings. You have your feelings. Now we don't want to dwell in them or whatever, but when you're dealing with somebody as a codependent, you need to make sure that they understand your feelings. Once they understand, then yes, you can get through them, but you don't just get over something. And I hate it when people say that, or I hate it when they devalue kind of how I feel after they were the ones that kind of hurt me. So don't let people devalue your feelings. Do not just let them say get over it and then you're expected to change. I've dealt with this a lot with narcissism. It's like, just get over it. And it's like, it happened yesterday, but today I'm supposed to get over it and move on. It doesn't work like that. All right. You need an apology. You need an acknowledgement of your feelings. You don't just get over it. And a lot of people will push that on you and expect you to just get over it. Do not devalue your feelings. You are worth it. You have the right to feel the way that you feel. All right. So that's what I have for now about getting over codependency. Like I said, I'm still a work in progress. So if you are, comment below and let me know what situations you have been involved in. Maybe it could help me. But yeah, so codependency, man, it's a hard thing to get through and get over and change, just like narcissism. But I wish you all the luck, and thank you for watching this video, and I will talk to you soon.